Coming up on Guard Your Savings podcast, if you're oversaved for retirement or simply looking to safeguard your wealth, it's time to explore portfolio options. We talk about it all coming up.
It's time to guard your savings with Dolph Janis.
Growth for tomorrow, liquidity for today, and of course, income
you can never outlive.
Welcome in to Guard Your Savings podcast. Dolph Janis is your host. I'm Morgan Patrick, just riding along and having a good time and having conversations about your money and, of course, about your retirement. I want to remind you of a couple of things. GuardYourSavings.com. It's a great resource website. Check that out. A little bit more on Dolph. How about founder, Clear Income Strategies Group, financial advisor, over 20 years of experience helping his clients, well, get ready for the big day, for retirement and beyond. So, Dolph, we're here.
Finally, the wait is over.
Yes, the wait is over. So just tell me how the week has been.
Every week I'm on the right side of the earth is a wonderful week. Every week I can look at my daughter, my wife is a wonderful week. Every day I don't have to see snow and ice come down is a wonderful week.
Oh, well, I mean, we've had that, and we're going to get a little bit more. It gives us more time to be with our loved ones, right? Some quality time around, hopefully a nice warm fire this time of year. But Dolph, I want to get to know you. So how did you get into this business?
It's a long story, but one of the best stories of my life because my whole life's been made of chance and being at the right place at the right time. When I was in law enforcement way back in the day in college, and then I took a bullet, and then I made a shot from half court during a basketball game. Went out to Nevada, fell in love with Nevada, became a dealer, and moved on different places out there and played some mini tours in golf. And then yada, yada, yada. Went back and went to Michigan, tried to get back together. Went down to Myrtle Beach, get my golf game back together. Again, yada, yada, yada. And then I met my wife on the internet back in 2004. And she was in a park one day and baby natting, and she met this other woman whose husband was in this industry. Believe it or not, this was back in my business minor in college. We talked, we discussed, he hired me. The rest is history, and I became an independent in 2010. Started Clear Income Strategies Group in 2015, and have been blessing with lots of wonderful clients, lots of people over the years, helping them retire safely, and it's just been the greatest thing ever. And I don't have a retirement plan, Morgan. I'm going to cut it down to 4 days a week when I hit 60, 3 days a week when I hit 65, because I made a pact with every one of my clients that as long as I'm on this earth breathing, I'm going to be there to help you in any which way, shape I can, to help you retire early, help you take those vacations and play golf and go to the beach and stuff and be with your loved ones. So it's the best thing I've ever had in my life. Just educating and helping people is just overwhelmingly satisfying.
Well, I'm excited. I mean, you're a big golf fan, so am I. We have ties to Myrtle Beach. I spent first 5 years out of college working for KZQ, Rock Radio, rocking the Strand, and I picked up my love for golf there. Quick story on me. First week, I'm in the business full time. I'd gone from a beach lifeguard. I was interning on the morning show in the morning. I'd run out and I'd be a lifeguard all day. They hired me full-time to be the sports director and then eventually the news director. But first week I'm there, an assistant pro from Prestwick comes walking in, and he's got a golf tip of the week. We were doing that. It was sold, so I was producing it. And he asked me, so where do you play? And I'm like, guys, I don't play yet. I haven't picked the game up. And so the next time in, he brought me an old rental set from Prestwick, red leather bag. You can't miss it. And he said, this is yours. Just talk about it on the morning show. All the pros listen to you guys, and I guarantee you're going to get some invites. And I just ended up playing golf and absolutely loving it. Do you have a favorite course there?
I belong to Providence Country Club here, so I'm a little biased here, but in the 13 states and 36 different cities I've ventured in my life until I moved here in Charlotte in 2000, I've played more golf courses and individuals falling down stairs. I mean, I've had the pleasure of it. There's so many good ones. I can't narrow it down to one Mac Daddy, but what I love about golf is every time you go out there, it's an educational experience.
It's true.
It's a strategy, and it's kind of where I came up with my company name, Clear Income Strategies, is through golf. And people are like, well, Dolph, how does golf and financial future of retirement go together? Well, so a lot of people play golf in retirement.
True.
But every golf course is different. It's like every time you go out there, there's one thing they have in common. They have 18 holes. That's about it. I mean, some of the grass is green, some of it's flush, some of the fairways are nice, some of them are not. Some bunkers are great, some are not. Fast greens, slow greens, big rough, row up. But anyhow, you start the game, and it's a game. Golf is a game, but if you want to be good, it becomes a strategy, like retirement. I mean, your life is a strategy. You live life, you enjoy life, go through life, and trying to make the right choices. And nobody makes all the right choices except the guy upstairs. But you get 14 clubs in your bag. So when you start on that first hole, you have how many balls in your bag, and you got 14 clubs. And every shot you hit on that golf course is going to be different, from the first shot to the last ball going in the hole. And when you finish that round of golf, it's amazing how you can look back over the last 3.5 to 4.5 hours and remember every single thing that you did right and every single thing you did wrong. And you learn from that going forward. I mean, whether you're 150 yards out downwind or into the wind, it's either a knockdown 7-iron or a full-blown 9-iron or a wedge, depending how far you hit the ball, whether that pin's in front. And so golf is a lot like retirement planning, because when you're in retirement planning, there's so many different options out there. You got savings accounts, you've got treasuries, you've got equities, you've got Roths, you've got traditionals, you've got 401ks, you've got annuities, you've got life insurance. You've got so many different choices of where to put your money. Mm-hmm. How are you going to do that? Well, then people hear their plumber or hear somebody else say, well, try this. First question Morgan asks every client or a prospect is, what do you want to protect? And they're like, well, I really don't know. I want to protect it all, but I also want to make as much as possible.
Right.
That's like, okay, you're 275 yards out. You got to carry water to get on the green in 2, and you're hitting into the wind. Is that a smart thing? Maybe for tin cup, 1 out of 10 times it might be good.
True.
But the other time is no. You have to sometimes play it safe. And that's why I analyze golf with retirement planning, because you have to have your money to live on today. You have growth for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You have to have an income plan of some sort for an income stream for life. And if you have a charities, church, loved ones and stuff, you have to have a beneficiary legacy plan. So if you don't have those 4 pieces of the puzzle, it's kind of like playing around at golf without a driver and a putter. You're going to have a hard time getting through that round properly because you don't have the tools in place.
Well, I love the parallel between the game of golf and also planning for your retirement. The clubs in your bag, it's almost like the tools you have in your portfolio. They're going to help you get from the first tee all the way to the 18th green, and you're putting out and you're headed off to the 19th hole. But all these different pieces will help you create this plan. And Dolph, how important is it for it to be customized? It's not cookie cutter. It's not pull out a drawer A, B, or C. Everybody's going to be different. It needs to be customized to the person or the couple that's retiring.
Every situation is different. If you look at this one of my favorite shows of all time, Seinfeld.
Yes.
You got 4 of the most unique individuals together with Kramer and Jerry and George and Elaine. Couldn't be any more opposite from one another, but they made it work because they each knew their part in the show and how to act and so forth. Retirement is not a puzzle. It's not, like you said, not a cookie cutter. You have to put the pieces together properly, but you want to do it on your terms. You want to do it how you want to do it. Some people want to travel early in retirement. Some want to wait till later in retirement. Some don't want to travel at all. Some want to just be with their grandkids. Some want to just play golf. I mean, there's at the club I belong to. I mean, I see guys. If it's raining outside, if the course is open, they're on the course. They don't care. That's their retirement, and God bless them. They enjoy it. That they can do it because you've earned it. You've earned your right. You've saved your money.
Right.
But the thing is you have to have a plan of some sort to protect it all throughout the retirement plan. Because you got your go-go years, you got your go years, and then you start slowing down because unfortunately, the older you get, you do slow down a little bit. It's just It's a natural thing. It's like if you try playing 36 holes of golf in one day, well, those last 9 holes, if you're playing in the desert, you're going to be whooped unless you're in great shape. But most of us are, but some are, some not, but that's irrelevant. It's like you have to be prepared. It's like, yeah, everybody wants 20, 30% returns. Everybody that. But some of the great economists out there, Morgan, we were talking to, and just had a meeting last week with Jerry Siegel and Robert Schiller, and we were talking about the status of the economy going forward. And it's interesting because they're like, over 85 to 90% of advisors have never seen a correction. And it's like, it's like, and you go 95 to 98% of people have never seen Augusta, one of the greatest golf courses I've never yet to witness and play. But it's like, okay, what's next? What if you get to Augusta and we get to play 18 holes together and stuff? Do we know what to expect and what to play with? Do we really realize how undulating those hills are? Well, when a correction comes in the market, these guys are going to like, just stay the course because they haven't seen it. And until you've seen it and you've been through it and know how to handle it, that's why sometimes protection, whether you like it or not, sometimes don't go for the green from 285 out into the wind over water. Lay up and just play it the old-fashioned way, the safe way.
I tell you, when you start talking about getting ready for what is going to be your retirement, we're doing the comparison with golf. We're talking about what clubs you would have in your bag. Okay, Dolph, I've got this for you. So we both love golf. We love the game. We love to play. And I got into the game where somebody just shoved a bag and 14 clubs into my hands and said, go play. And that's exactly what I did. I mean, I loved it, but I was frustrated because I didn't take a lesson. I didn't have any instruction. I was trying to figure it out myself. Now, what about you? How did you tackle the game early on, and how did it change for you?
Well, I was like a Happy Gilmore kind of thing, as I was actually an all-American tennis player in high school and never played golf before. I went to a par 3 course at the Oasis back in Plymouth, Michigan, and just started hitting the ball, and somebody saw me. And he said, you got a pretty natural swing there, but you're coming over the top and stuff like that. I go, over the top? What the hell does that mean? And so I started getting lessons. And he just started working slowly and working on mechanics and just learned it was mechanics and it was timing and it was everything between the ears is where it all came down to. And if that individual, his name was Frank, and if he wouldn't have taken that time just to boom, I never would have got into the game because I didn't have the patience or the time back then. And now I've learned it through golf. It's patience.
Right.
Of going, you're going to hit bad shots. Everybody hits bad shots. Even if you shoot a 60, you're going to hit bad shots. But it's like life and financial planning. I mean, if you're not getting the right education from the right person on different avenues, 99% of my clients have 2 advisors. They use me for the protection, safety, and guarantees, and the other one for the risk. So they're getting 2 different ends of the board. I mean, I made an agreement 20 plus years ago with my wife. I'm never going to charge a fee, and I'm never going to have a client lose $1 due to market loss. And both of them have saying I've never charged a fee, and I've never had a client lose $1 because of the market. And that's what the premise is of getting lessons and having even second opinions. I can tell you stories after stories of clients who came to me and were told one thing, and then when they realized what they were told, it's like, oh, you're in the market, you're guaranteed 8.5%, and I'm only going to charge you 0.5% fee. And here's your projection, here's your 40-page synopsis for the next 20 years. Well, 10 years go by, they started with 100,000, they're at 93,000. They're like, well, why? Well, the markets haven't performed the way they were supposed to. Well, you're down $8,000. Well, that's the fees I charged. I said, well, why didn't you tell me this? You told me I was going to get 8.5% every year. Well, you were supposed to, but the markets didn't cooperate. Well, that's the thing about going to a professional and having multiple eyes look on your portfolio like a golf swing. I mean, I guarantee, Morgan, you and I haven't had the pleasure of striping them up on links yet, but I'll guarantee our swing, we're pretty close to the same age, but I guarantee our swings are 100% different than one another's.
100%. And every swing is different. You can try to groove it. You can try to copy it. You really need professional guidance when it comes to your golf game, but the same thing goes for your retirement planning. And there are all different kinds of, as Dolph said, puzzle pieces, the different clubs you're going to have in your retirement bag and how you're going to use those throughout your retirement as you work to retirement and all the way through retirement. The opportunity to get on the calendar with Dolph and his team, it's right now. We've got a number to call, 704-919-0149. That's 704-919-0149. Just say, hey, I heard it on the Guard Your Savings podcast. I'd love one of the complimentary appointments to come in and talk about my retirement. Again, no cost, no obligation. obligation. You can also visit our website, guardyoursavings.com. That's guardyoursavings.com. Dolph, any closing thoughts on this edition of Guard Your Savings podcast?
Well, if you golf, hit them straight. If you bowl, throw them straight. And if you don't either, walk straight. Any which way, you got to keep it straight, keep it down the middle, keep your head up no matter what it is. Life is too short to get upset about anything. So take care and God bless.
Absolutely, and have a plan. Guard Your Savings podcast. Another edition is in the books. For Dolph, I'm Morgan, and we will see you right here next time.
Investment advisory services are offered through Dolph Janis, a registered investment advisor. During the show, Dolph provides general information, not individually targeted personalized advice, and is not liable for the usage of information discussed. Exposure to ideas and products or services should not be considered investment advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any of these financial vehicles. This information should also not be considered tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a professional specializing in the fields of tax, legal, accounting, or investments regarding the applicability of this information for their situation. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments will fluctuate, and when redeemed, may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Any comments regarding safe and secure investments and guaranteed income streams refer only to fixed insurance products. They do not refer in any way to securities or investment advisory services. Fixed insurance and annuity product guarantees are subject to the claims paying ability of the issuing company and are offered through Clear Income Strategies. By contacting Clear Income Strategies, you may be provided information regarding the purchase of insurance products.